Why don't you ask Meera to take a look at this proposal? She's the creative kind. She'll have some exciting ideas up her sleeve. Most of us have heard or overheard a statement like this, no matter where we work. Well, you may or may not have Meera as a colleague, but if you've ever wondered around the enigma of a creative versus a non creative person at work, I'm here to demystify some of those mysteries. Hi, I'm Archit Thapar, the creative chief at Harappa. I'm here today to share some thoughts on how you can bring creative flair at work. Just to establish some ground rules, when I say creative flair, I don't just mean aesthetics or the viral post that your marketing team is pushing out every day. Creativity applies to all domains of business. It helps to be creative when you're leading a team. It helps to be creative when you're working with the customer to solve their problems. It helps to be creative when you're coming up with new systems and processes. Creativity is the new super skill on the block. Every company wants its teams to be more creative now more than ever. For instance, this Dutch biking company VanMoof was struggling to ship bicycles to its customers without incurring any damages. Dented products are annoying for the customers and expensive for the company. So, it came up with a creative solution. Add a visual large screen TV on the box so that it becomes apparent for the logistics partner to handle it with care. This brought down the damage rate by an astonishing 80%. Simple, yet effective. So, what is creativity? While there are more than a few definitions floating around, all of them have three things in common. Something that doesn't exist already. Something that holds some value for the world, tangible or intangible. And most importantly, something that solves a problem. Now that we've established the tenets of creativity, does it mean creativity is privy to a few chosen ones? Fortunately not. It can be built with time and practice, provided one intends to build it. That's probably why the Tibetan language doesn't have a word for creativity. The closest translation is the word natural, which goes on to show that there is this part of the world that doesn't see creativity to be an elusive secret that only some geniuses have access to. I promised I'll bust some myths during this Thrive Masters. So far, we've established you don't have to be a creative genius to build a creative mindset. Time to bust another one. Creative people don't like to follow any process or structure. While I cannot claim what the entire world is up to, all the creative people that I've had the privilege to work with or know love to follow a process and structure their thoughts. Each of them has a process that works for them, and I'm about to share what has worked best for me so far. I like to call this framework the creativity loop. It's not linear, and you can't just put it in like a code to get a solution out of it like a machine. You'll have to tweak it to make it your own and put in the hours to see the results. It won't happen overnight. The creativity loop has three equally important components that will help bring your C game to work. Firstly, consume ideas. Secondly, connect the dots. And lastly, create something novel. You can work on these three C's one at a time or all at once. It doesn't matter the order you go about or how many of the C's you work on at a time. Learn the intricacies of each one of them in the upcoming videos and decide for yourself, how would you like to make it your own? I will jump into the details of each component through some stories from my work life. And this game of Scrabble will prove to be useful in more ways than one. Keep watching to find out.